Most homeowners blame their AC or their fridge for a high electric bill. But right now, in your laundry room, there's an appliance quietly burning more electricity than almost anything else in your house. And it has 3 hidden problems most people never check. Here's what I'm going to show you today. First, a 2-minute DIY test you can do right now that instantly tells you if your dryer is wasting money every single load. Second, a button that's already on your dryer that most people never use, and switching to it could save you $20 to $30 this year alone. And third, the real math behind your dryer's energy cost, and a side-by-side comparison of old versus new machines, so you know exactly when it makes financial sense to replace yours, and when it doesn't. No wiring. No tools beyond a $10 brush. Let's go. Secret number 1. And this is the one I want you to do while you're watching this video. Your dryer doesn't just heat clothes. It moves air. Constantly. Every load. It pulls in room air, heats it to high temperature, forces it through your wet clothes, and pushes all that hot, moist air out through a duct to the outside of your house. When that airflow gets choked, anywhere in that chain, the dryer doesn't stop. It just keeps running, longer and longer, load after load, with your electric meter spinning the whole time. There are 3 places where that airflow dies, and I want you to check all 3 right now. DIY check number 1, the lint screen. Pull out your lint screen right now. Take a look at it. Even a thin, barely visible layer of lint on that screen acts like a partially closed valve on an air pipe. Air speed drops. Moisture lingers in the drum. What should be a 45-minute cycle quietly stretches to 60 minutes, or longer. That's 25% more electricity. Every load. The fix: clean it before every single load. Not after, before. So the full cycle runs on a clear screen. DIY check number 2, the outside vent hood. This is the one most people never think about, and it's the most revealing test on this list. Go outside right now while your dryer is running and find the vent hood on your exterior wall. It's usually a small plastic or metal flap, low on the wall near the laundry room. Put your hand near the opening. You should feel strong, warm airflow, enough to push against your hand. If the airflow is weak, barely warm, or the flap is only partially open, your dryer is pushing hot, moist air against a wall of resistance every single load. That resistance means longer cycles. Longer cycles mean a higher electric bill. And in extreme cases, where the duct is nearly blocked, it can be a fire risk too. DIY check number 3, the duct behind the dryer. Pull the dryer away from the wall and look at the duct connecting the back of the machine to the wall. Is it a short, straight run? Or is it long, with multiple bends and kinks? Every bend traps lint. Every kink slows airflow. And even with a perfectly clean lint screen, a partially clogged duct can add 15 to 20 minutes to every cycle. Here's a symptom to check. If clothes are coming out damp at the end of a normal cycle and the heat feels fine, that's almost always a duct problem, not a thermostat issue. Secret number 2, and this one costs you nothing. Look at your dryer's control panel right now. Most dryers have a setting called Time Dry. You set it to 60 minutes, press start, and it runs for exactly 60 minutes. No exceptions. Doesn't matter if the clothes are dry at 38 minutes. The timer says 60, so the heating element keeps blasting for those extra 22 minutes. Those extra minutes aren't drying anything. They're baking your clothes and burning electricity for no reason. Almost every dryer made in the last 10 years also has a second setting, usually called sensor dry, auto dry, or something similar. This setting uses small metal sensor bars inside the drum. They detect when the moisture level in the drum drops to the right point, and the machine shuts off automatically. Job done. Power off. No overdrying. Switching from time dry to sensor dry on every load can save $20 to $30 per year on a machine you already own, using a setting that's already there. If you've never used it, that's the change to make today. The fix: match heat to the load. High heat is fast, but it's the most energy-intensive mode, and not every load needs it. Synthetics, activewear, and mixed fabric loads often dry just as well on medium heat with a sensor cycle in roughly the same time. Moving even half of your weekly loads off max heat drops another 5 to 8% off your annual dryer cost. The fix: the load size. A half-empty drum wastes energy heating and used air volume. An overstuffed drum traps moisture and forces a second cycle. A properly loaded dryer, clothes tumbling freely, not jammed, is the most energy-efficient configuration it can run in. If two small loads can reasonably combine into one, that's one full cycle, and 45 cents eliminated. Secret number 3, the real cost plus old versus new dryer. Now that you know what makes a dryer efficient, let's look at the actual numbers. Because this is where the decision to keep your current machine or replace it becomes very clear. The real cost of running your dryer. A standard electric dryer pulls about 4,000 watts while running. One load at 45 minutes uses about 3 kilowatt hours. At the US average of around 15 cents per kilowatt hour, that's roughly 45 cents per load. One load a day, 365 days a year, $164 per year. But here's where it gets interesting. That's a healthy, well-maintained modern dryer. Let's say your dryer is 12 years old. Here's what that actually means for your power bill. If you're using an old dryer from 10 to 15 years ago, it's pulling massive power, usually between 5,000 and 5,400 watts. That's costing you roughly $195 to $220 a year. Now, compare that to a modern, efficient dryer. The wattage drops to about 4,000, saving you around $60 annually. But the real game changer? Heat pump dryers. These only pull 1,500 to 2,000 watts. Compared to that old machine, you're saving up to $130 every single year. It's a massive difference. See, an older machine doesn't just use more power, it's also missing the tech. It has worse, or even zero, sensor dry technology, less efficient heating elements, and worn-out drum seals that just let the heat escape. So, if your current dryer is old and has airflow problems, and you're still running it on time dry, you could realistically be spending $250 a year just to dry your laundry alone. So, when does it make sense to replace? Here's a simple decision framework. Keep your current dryer if it's less than 8 years old. The airflow fixes and sensor dry switch are not yet applied. After applying today's fixes, the savings bring your annual cost under $150. Replace with a modern efficient dryer if it's 10 plus years old and repair costs are climbing. You're already spending on service calls. The annual savings of $45 to $60 per year will pay back the price difference within 3 to 4 years. Replace with a heat pump dryer if you run multiple loads per day. You're in a high electricity rate area, over 18 to 20 cents per kilowatt hour. You want maximum long-term savings. The $100 plus per year reduction pays back the price premium in 5 to 7 years. The heat pump dryer is the highest upfront cost, but in a household running 2 or more loads a day, it can pay for itself faster than most people expect. Before you watch the next video, here's your 2-minute lab assignment. Go to the back of your dryer and find the serial number sticker. It'll tell you the manufacture date. If it's over 10 years old, you now have the exact framework to decide whether to fix it or replace it. If it's under 8 years old, apply today's 3 fixes first. Check your vent, switch to sensor dry, and load it right. Then come back in a month and see what changed on your bill. That's it. 2 minutes. Go. Turn on. For episodes. For hidden drainers. One system. The HVAC capacitor. The fridge gasket. The water heater thermostat. And today, the dryer. Stack all 4 fixes together, and a typical homeowner is looking at $300 to $500 back in their pocket every year from appliances already sitting in the house. That's Home Energy Lab, one appliance at a time. The water heater episode is right here. The refrigerator gasket fix is here. Watch both. Every episode adds to your stack. I'll see you in the lab.